We are live.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Cozy Sips with Cat. I am your girl, Cassie Vivano, international best-selling romance author of interracial erotic romance.
You want to say that again? Make sure we got it.
Because if you didn't know before, now you know.
Yes, yes,
And
yes. And
my
I'm Ty.
amazing co-host.
Oh, okay. Yes, I am Ty, formerly known as Ty Love. I feel like I'm Prince, formerly known as The Sound. Yes, and author of or a writer of contemporary romance, new adult romance, and eventually young adult.
And some of the sexiest black men
Hello,
you
how
have
y'all
ever
doing?
seen.
Welcome, welcome,
Thank
welcome.
you. So,
Me and
what's
my
your cozy
black
tip
men.
tonight?
Always cozy sip is water. I had to be cool because I've been drinking a lot lately, and I was like, I don't want to be a lush.
Uh
So,
huh.
so I was like, let me just chill because I was trying to think of something to drink. Hey, Miss Veronica, I was trying to think of something to drink, but then I was like, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I gotta stay off alcohol for a minute. Too much stuff been happening. I've been celebrating way too much.
Hey, Ronnie. Oh my goodness.
Yes, and what is
So
your cozy sip?
my cozy tip. So I don't know.
It
I
looks good. It looks like some nice fruit punch.
It looks like, but it's got liquor in it. I know it's got Ciroc in here, but I'm not sure what else is in here. But it's good.
Ooh, so rock.
I want to have a moment of transparency. Okay. I don't do this too often. I ignore things in my background. Y'all might hear some noise. For all of my people out there, Mr. V is in the background doing a strip tease.
Yeah, that's right. Very right. That's
He didn't expect me to put him on
right.
blast. He was
Tell,
trying to.
all of a sudden, I look.
That's
I hadn't
right.
heard his voice
Stop.
this whole time. Had not heard his voice the whole time, but all of a sudden, it's like
I got him out of here.
he left in a hurry.
He
He left
did.
in a
He
hurry.
ran. He didn't expect me to put him on blast like that,
I
but he
love it.
wouldn't leave me alone. So while y'all saw that big cheesy grin on my face for the longest, I was trying my best to ignore him, but he wouldn't stop. And I knew the only way to make him stop was to put him on blast. So that's what I did. And he ran like that little bad boy Peter on the Huxtable.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about Peter. But yes, he used to always take off running. He was not going to be in trouble. Everybody else
Right.
was going to be in trouble, not him. He was out. Yeah. So welcome to our show. Today is just us chatting and talking and just as we talk about books, life, love, and sex, just enjoying the mood. We have no guests tonight. And so it's about us catching up and seeing where everybody's at, see what we're doing, what's up, see what's up with the audience. So I want to throw it back to Cassie and say, do you have a cozy plug or several plugs since it's just us tonight?
Yeah, I have several plugs. Yeah, we have so much to tell y'all since we've come back from One Love reunion. So much, so much. Um, Before we jump into the cozy plug, can I just take a moment to brag on my girl? I gotta brag on my girl, y'all, because first and foremost, while we were at One Love, I saw a banner. I saw a big display of riffs and refrains up when we first walked into the hotel, and that was beautiful. And she is just running around doing her thing, and she's busy, 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 and she's just getting it, you know. And her audiobook for riffs and refrains had come out the week before, but
Well, the
yet
same week. It was the exact same week.
same week, okay, but
It
yet
was
it
Tuesday.
didn't even look like she was focused on it. She was just focused on giving her best as one of the volunteers at One Love to make sure that everything went smooth. Hey, Jenny, that everything went smooth for the authors, for the readers, for the entire experience. So then she leaves and she gets to the freaking Nashville airport, and Riffs and Refrains is up in this just
Bill.
big, giant display there.
Yes.
And then, if that wasn't enough,
Shout
which
out. Shout out to Dreamscape. Well, putting that
I
paper,
am
I
sure
mean,
you guys have seen that it is going to become a TV series. And it is being produced by two amazing producers, two sisters who produced Empire and Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Like, and we're talking about top of the line. This isn't, just something simple, but she is out here doing her thing. So, just a moment to say, do it, sis. I am so proud of you, my love.
thank you,
Hats
thank
off to you.
you.
Hats
Yeah,
off to you. And
it's
y'all,
the
that all came on the heels of her birthday.
It
My
did. That's what I
actual
said. That's
birthday.
why I said I've been drinking too much. This is exactly why I was like, I've been drinking a whole lot. Yeah, definitely. It's all surreal. It still feels, it was like everyone's like, so what happens next? I said, I don't know. And I really don't because this all happened really fast.
Yeah.
And timing is really everything. It's definitely what I realized because of Cowboy Carter. Writing this book caught the attention of people. And then there's the whole movement with black cowboys and
Mhm.
black country music, black country music artists. It is it caught the attention of the Lott sisters, this Timmy and Attica, who not only have been writers, they also I'm sorry, they not only have produced shows, they also are writers. You might have seen Timmy Locke, who did a movie from scratch that came on Netflix. It was a series about, it was interracial romance, and it was a true story based on her life. And so
Mhm.
these women are out there doing things. When They See Us, which won Emmys on Netflix as well. So I mean, it's very exciting that they read it. They read the book and was like, we want to do something with this. So I'm just like honored because it's like, wow. I mean, I'm just saying, like, some people out there in the world outside of our little group, our little world of romance readers, read the book and want to do something with it. So I'm curious to see what happens. I don't know. I'll just keep you posted as things happen. So this is the very first step: is there's an interest in it. So then we'll see what happens next. Because everybody's like, so when the show coming out? I'm like, I have no idea. So they're like, don't hound me. And
There's
I'm like,
a
when is this
process.
happening? I don't
There's a
know.
process.
It's a process. It's a process I don't know anything about. I don't even know I'm gonna have a seat at the table. Because sometimes they bought the book, so it's like I don't have anything to do with it no anymore. So they can choose to make the characters how they want to make them. They can do whatever they want with them. But
Mhm.
because these are two black women, I feel pretty confident they'll stick pretty much true to the actual story and not try to change the story that I want to tell, which is about our legacy in terms of country music as black people.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. But
Do
thank you
it,
for that.
girl.
I appreciate that. It has been a lot. It has been a lot. And yeah, I was gonna talk about it. I really was. I was gonna talk about it. I wasn't gonna act like that didn't
No, I
exist.
knew you were gonna get to it, but
Yeah.
like I
I-
just
but I
like I'm
appreciate
so excited. Y'all don't know. I be at work like, hey y'all, guess what? And these people are like, what, huh? What's going on? But I'm bragging every chance I get. Donna says, congratulations for me in Egg Harbor,
yes.
New Jersey. I will have another congratulations drink for you.
Will do. Will do. And I got a chance to um meet Donna in at One Love, and it was such a fun time meeting her. She's such a fun person, such a genuine heart. So I'm glad I got opportunity to meet her, and just excited about seeing you again in New Orleans, where we really gonna have some fun.
Mhm.
At One Love. If you don't make a One Love, this should be the one that you make. I'm telling everybody who's
Absolutely.
listening right now, that should be the one you go to because the city is fun. Everything is right there. You don't need a car. As long as you get there, you can walk around. Everything is right there in New Orleans. So it's not just because I'm from New Orleans. It is. I think most people would say it's. You should have saw people cut up in there when they announced it. So that if you were there, you would have saw the energy. And everybody in there is not from New Orleans. So
And Ty and her best friend represented. When I say represented, they
if we back that
represented.
thing up, what do you think was gonna happen with back that thing up?
They
I'm sorry,
represented.
Juvie. All right.
I loved it.
No, but
I
Farrah
loved it.
Roshan.
The energy was so high, though.
You look across and saw Farrah Roshan, who for those who know Farrah Roshan,
I didn't
you know,
even see her.
she
Yeah.
was cutting up so bad. That made my day. When I looked across the way and saw Farrah, who's doing all this Disney work
Uh huh.
and forever, and she's very friendly, and she seems like quiet. But when she had her napping up That's just hard as I was. I'm like, oh, I know she from Louisiana. She read. But anyway,
It is a beautiful thing, and we will announce um, coming up in future shows. We will be doing a few other live appearances next year outside of just the One Love reunion, and we will talk to you all about that once we have all the dates set in stone, and more details about it. So we're excited.
yeah,
And Veronica will be there again, is what Donna is saying, because we also got a chance to meet Veronica as well. Those two are, oh my goodness, hilarious. Love, love, love them, but they sweet as they want to be.
they are.
And I so appreciated them coming out to support. Love you ladies to pieces, because when I say at the last minute they jumped on, like we were at the point where registration was supposedly closed, but somehow they worked their little magic and they got to the One Love reunion. So y'all are, words cannot express the appreciation and the gratitude that I hold in my heart for y'all being there. So greatly appreciate that.
Yes, and
Now,
definitely Veronica,
yeah.
Ronnie, also good people. Just
Hmm.
I'm glad I got a chance to meet. Glad you got a chance to meet them. It seemed like y'all knew each other forever. It didn't seem like the first time you all were meeting each other.
Yeah.
So that was special too.
Yeah. Okay, so on to my cozy plug. My cozy plugs today all are around Bellas and Patreons. So I don't know if I have told y'all, but I there are only two. There are four books that I'm gonna drop this year, but they're all little short stories. They're all part of anthologies, and I will
You
announce
still
them.
got four more?
They're later in the year. They're really, really short.
She said later in the year. This is August, almost September. So I'm just trying. I knew about one. She done added three to the mix since I knew about. But go ahead.
So one of them is a re-release with bonus content.
Oh, okay.
And then one of them is our thing that we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Another one is a very short, which I'm worried about how am I going to write something that short because I don't know how to stop. Uh,
That's
um,
never an issue for me. I love them. I love it short.
it
She's like,
might be
I can't
just
stop
a
it. I'm
sex
like, sure you
scene.
can. Sure you can.
It'll be nothing more than sex. Um, so yeah, but my cozy plugs tonight start with my Kindle Bellas. I have the
Nice.
Night Dynasty. So this is all the first season is all about Zaire. As you see him, he is on the second row. He's the first one on the second row. Zaire
Love that.
has a big family of siblings, and some things happened to him when he was a youth. And he lost his mom, he lost his father, not lose as in death, but they were taken away from him and his family was broken up. Him being the oldest of the siblings, he did the only thing he knew how to do, which was become a hustler like his dad. But he took his hustling and grew it into an entire empire. His street ways, his street knowledge. He runs the criminal underground world of their city, but he also has a lot of legitimate businesses, and he has positioned his siblings in different businesses such as um, real estate and even down to one of his siblings is the city's DA, another one is a city planner. So they're all in these different positions, and no one knows that they're siblings. And the story starts off just basically kind of giving you a background of what happened and how they got to where they are today. And so there are flashbacks in time as you read about what's going on here in the present, where someone is trying to take him down, as well as destroy his current empire and retaliate against his family. It gives you flashbacks in time to show you how they got to where they are. There's a lot of good sex, there's a lot of drama, and there is a lot of action in that one.
Who's
So,
out here? Who's this lady love?
Zaire, oh, thank you, is Bailey, the woman right next to him with the hips,
Okay.
working the gray outfit.
Yeah,
And
that's
she
what I was
is
like. I
no
was like,
joke.
she's some nice looking women and men.
Yeah,
I'm
she is his
curious who's
ride or
it.
die. All the other women
Okay.
are So Cheyenne and Savannah are his sisters.
Gotcha.
And then you have Damascus, Aspen, and Denver. Those are his brothers. And all the other people are their significant others.
Gotcha.
So even though he's running the criminal underground, like I said, he has a sister who's a DA, he has a brother who's a detective, he has a sister who's a city planner, and then he's got two CEO brothers who are running multi-million dollar corporations.
And
And
this
then
is your Kindle Vella, right? Or is
that is
this
a Kindle Vella, and it is out there now. First 10 episodes are free.
okay?
So you can definitely check that out on Amazon. And episodes drop every Friday and Sunday at midnight.
Okay.
Friday and Sunday at midnight. And then my next one is Memoirs of a Madam. So this is the story of Zamaria, and she was raised by her grandmother. But when her grandmother died, she went to live with her mom, and her mom taught her a game of hustle. Literally, work what your mama gave you. And her mama and her do not have a good relationship whatsoever. So she took what she learned and she took it to the streets, and she upped her game, and she became eventually a madam. And she changes her life, as everyone knows that she changes her name. She becomes an entirely different person, even to the point of marrying a senator. So there's a lot going on there, but it's her journey to coming from the hood to her come up.
You said Donna said that is Veronica's ish. Veronica concurred.
So you guys can check that out on Kindle Vella, and that drops every Sunday and Wednesday. So a new episode for Memoirs of a Madam will be out on tomorrow. And then my final one is both Veronica and Donna are fans of Reckless. Reckless is the second book in the Elite Temptations story on Patreon only. And Reckless is about Kiva and Bolt. Bolt is one of the men who owns Elite Solutions, which is it's a big corporation of a few different things, from strip clubs to hotels to a nightclub to an escort service. And Kiva has escaped an abusive relationship, and she is working in the nightclub. And while she's working in the nightclub, she meets Bolt, and there is a firm policy against employees fraternizing with other staff or clients, and especially with executive management. But what happens when only a member of the executive management can come to your rescue, and he's sexy and he's attractive, but you don't want him because you're not ready for yet another situationship, but you can't resist his touch,
Hmm.
and someone's after you to take your life. So that one drops. She says, meanwhile, I'm trying to get reckless 7 days per week. That drops every Tuesday and Thursday. And
Let me just,
those,
I know, let me just, I'm still like, y'all don't understand. This lady here writes, like, I don't even understand. She gets the energy, the creativity to write as much as she does. So she said she can't stop. We argue because I'm like, stop it at 40. She's like, what about 60? I'm like, 40 is good. And she's like, but I haven't even got halfway through the story yet. I'm like, okay. And this is, as you see, she has three different stories going on. Plus, are you gonna drop the one you just showed me,
I just showed you.
your traditional one?
I was going to talk about that at the very, very end as part of my sex segment.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
But I am working on another Vela that is coming out soon. And it's going to be kind of like a Roman Empire meets Dynasty meets Dallas situation going on. So super
That's what I'm
excited about
saying.
that.
Like,
I literally yesterday had the most amazing day because I wrote 10 episodes of that Bella. And it hasn't dropped yet. I plan on dropping it in September, but I want to have so many freaking episodes done by the time that I do it. And then I got some other stuff going on in the
that's
background.
what I'm saying. I don't even understand. I can't even comprehend how, because she works, and then she's also a family woman. So she's not a single lady on her own with no job doing all of this. So it's simply amazing. It is simply amazing.
Can
How
I say, but God,
hmm?
but God, because I
Steve,
couldn't do it without him.
no, I mean you can't. But I'm just saying, like you know what, you need to be on Tyler Perry team, and I say that. Of course, he needs better writers, but I say that he puts out so much at once
Hmm.
that I'm like, you fit right along with him. Like, if you have the opportunity, you'll have probably about 10 shows going on just like him. They'll be like, what show you watching today, y'all? I don't know. Which one is it tonight? Is it this one? Okay, we're going to say.
Can I
That's
say
what I mean. That's what
I
I mean.
absolutely love what I do. Aside from the podcast, aside from interacting with the people, I love writing, and I always have since I was a little girl. It's what I
I love writing
love.
too, with
But
a passion. Let's everybody can't write like that. I want people to understand that. You can kind of downplaying it. A lot of us writers love it. It's our passion, it's our whatever, but it is a special gift that you can write such creative stories, and they all differ, and then you write a lot. Like, it's not just if you just told me you was working on two stories, I'd be like, okay. But you're probably working on five or six as we speak.
right.
So that's crazy when you also work and are a family woman.
Well, I write in the Uber on the way to work, and I write on the express commuter bus on the way home, and I write during lunch. Um, yeah, and then yeah, and then whenever else I can squeeze it in when Mr. V is not like, "Hey, woman, I need you," or the kids are not like, "Hey, mom," So yeah,
It's a skill, it's a gift. As you said, none but God, but it is a gift.
yeah.
But it is a gift. Yes. So
All praises
just
to
want
him.
all
So
that to
thank you,
know.
Donna.
Yes, that is a it is a gift. And the more that she writes, of course, y'all like, when is the next one coming out? She's like, wait, give me give me a moment.
I have to stay on Donna about that because she is always like, especially with Reckless. She literally wants Reckless 7 days a week, and she is not playing. And I'm like, Donna, you've got something Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. There are only 2 days I'm not giving you, which is Monday and Saturday. Can I breathe? And she's like, yeah, you can breathe, but can we have more? But I love her for it.
Yes, yes, yes,
So what
yes.
do you have for us?
I have what's going on in my world. Just we kind of talked about it a little bit already, but I do want to. Is my riff and refrains?
Right.
It's not available in ebook and paperback or hardcover, but the publisher gave me something to hold on to it. And so for some contests, some people have been able to get it. And I'm very excited. I can't wait until this is, because so many people have told me, like, I don't like audio. Is it possible going to be an ebook? And we have a special contract with Dreamscape where it cannot be anywhere except for like as a gift or as a prize for 3 months. And the book
Mhm.
came, I mean, the audio came out July 16th. So that means I can't do anything until
October.
October. After
Mhm.
yeah, after October. So we're still trying to figure out if I'm just going, like, is it going to be like an indie publish or traditional publish? Traditional publish means it might take a while to come out. Indie is it can come out as soon as we say it. So that's the juggle right now that we're working on. But I hope that if you got a chance to listen to it, it is a slow burn, um, which is different for me because I don't think any of my books are slow burn, so it was different. But I definitely enjoyed it. Jennifer said she listened to it 4 times already. Thank you,
Oh,
Jennifer. She was one of my betas, and I'm glad she continued to listen. But it is. I mean, I enjoy the story. That's all I can say. And I hope that if you haven't, you take a listen. Use one of your credits. It's available everywhere you can listen to audio. So keep that in mind. So it's not just on Audible. It's on Spotify. It's on and it's at the library. One of my readers reached out to me, and I felt good because she's number 5 on the waiting list for it. So I was like, oh, not only is my book at the library, it's a waiting list. I thought it was the cutest thing ever because that's never happened to me. So it's been good things happening. So I'm hoping that it continues. In terms of what's out right now is my audio Beautiful Lies, and it is the Bad Boy what must it bad boy brother bad boy's best friend of your brother
Wait,
story.
say
Like
that again.
it's several different genres in this. It is the bad boy who you
Uh
love to
huh.
best friend brother's best friend and
Oh,
fake engagement. So
oh,
all this is all in one. One of the characters, she works for Victoria's Secret, and she needs to have, for her retreat, needs to have a date. She can't figure out. She actually is dating someone, but he's out of town that weekend, and she's like, "I gotta have a date to go to this retreat." And the only person she could think of is her brother's best friend, who she's known since they were teenagers, and now they're like in their 30s, and you know, and she's always been attracted to him, but he's been a bad boy, been in trouble, been in juvie. Like, now he's different. He's reformed now, but still, she knows he's not good news because she knows how he is with women. But anyway, so they connect. And as of course, as things happen quicker than they, realize what happened. And it's drama involved.
I do remember that book. I read that book. That's a really good. I read that whole series, so I love the series. But oh my goodness, I love those covers. I think like when I think about your covers, I generally like your covers, period. But that series, those covers were my favorite. But
Thank
absolute
you.
favorite. And that is so gorgeous and so it's got an elegant feel to it when I look
It,
at it. I
it
think
is.
that's what makes me like it so much and kind of a classic romance book in terms of not like not like the Harlequin romances, but it makes me think of stuff like back during the Jackie Collins and Danielle Steele,
Mhm.
in the 80s or whatever. It's just got this timeless elegance about it. I love
I
it.
do. I do. That's one of my favorites too. And so, yeah, especially Jennifer made a comment about Benjamin Charles with Jake. Definitely narration for written refrains. Ekane was the woman. She was Amara, and Ekane has been doing all my audio thus far. So I love her voice. I can't seem to go to someone else. It's like they just asked me about the Forbidden series, and I was like, I want Ekane again if she wants to do it. I'm like, eventually I'm going to get someone else. But I got a chance to talk to her, met her via Zoom, and she's so cool. So I keep wanting to go with her as my narrator. But yeah, so if you like E. Kane as a narrator, she's done my whole Lipstick Diaries and about to work on my Forbidden series. But what's coming up this week, and it's in ebook, is A Place in the Sun. It is a novella. It is is an insta love. So most of y'all, some of you are used to my insta love. It's more of an insta love, but it's a little deeper. This is two people who really don't believe in love at this point, and because both of them been hurt in different ways, and they come together and magic and healing happens. So um, it's a good summer read. Takes place during the summer. Takes place in New Orleans. Yeah. So I would say get it. It comes out this Saturday. An ebook. Couple of people, of course, asked me, is it going to be in paperback or audio? At this point, not in audio, but paperback will be soon. Um, I enjoy writing. I got inspired. This story I thought about 2 years ago and finally got a chance to write it. So, and so it's here, August 17th on Saturday. So
Oh,
definitely make sure, if you can,
I
grab
need
it.
to get that. Yeah, I definitely need to get that. I like that. I like that cover. I like
Yes.
that
And I
cover.
got it from the title I got from, remember the song by, what's his name? El DeBarge, All Is Love.
Uh huh.
And if it's a part where he says it's a riff, and he says, "Oh, a place up in the sky," and I was like, I want to title my book "A Place in the Sun" because he's talking about how much he loves this woman, like a place up in the sky. So, hence a place in the sun. So this is why.
Yeah, I
That's
definitely got to grab that. And it's my
yes.
grandmother's birthday, so yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I like that book.
birthday to grandma.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, thank you. So that is my shameless last shameless plug of right now. So just excited about everything that's happening for both of us. And I don't know if you want to talk about what we have coming up or not yet.
Yes, we can jump right into it.
Yes.
So, ladies, we will have a Christmas anthology coming out for, it's called 12 Nights of Christmas. And it is a series about Secret Service men. And all of them are loving a black woman, the essence of the black woman, the beauty of the black woman, the soul, the heart, and the power of a black woman and her passion. The unique thing about this anthology is that we are bringing you 12 different authors with 12 different books. And each of these books, they will be titled by the man's last name. And it is a group of six African American romance authors and six interracial romance authors. So we are so
Yes.
excited about that. And this
Yes.
collaboration is just I'm looking forward to see what all it's going to do. I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to our show later this fall where we bring all the authors on here for you to see who we have pulled together because
It's gonna be fun. That's
that's
gonna be a fun show.
information. I'm so excited.
That's gonna be
Like
a fun show. I'll get to meet.
it is a struggle for me every time to not just tell the people. And I just want to tell the people who is, who is going to be writing with us, but that'll come in time. And you guys will find out when y'all just see them pop up on the show. Because we're not going to
Yes.
even tell you.
We're
We're
not
just
even
going
gonna
to
say.
let
We're just gonna have them pop up on the show,
Yep,
but and this is before we do the cover reveals.
yep,
So that if you watch the show, you get like an exclusive to see who they are
yep.
before the cover reveal drops, and everyone sees who they are. But we're very excited because one of the reasons why we wanted to do this is because there's such a divide between African American romance and interracial romance, and there's also a divide between traditional and indie and hybrids. It's just a lot of divide between authors and readers that shouldn't exist. And this is why we're emphasizing the love of a black woman. Because
Hmm.
whether you read interracial or African American romance, the black usually it's the black one. Of course, with interracial, it might be different ethnicities. But for most interracial romance, when a black woman is writing it, it tends to be, BW. Uh, am I saying it right? I never say it right. What black woman, white man? Oh,
BWWM.
BW. Well, yeah, I was saying it right.
Hmm.
Um, and so we want, and this is what our hope is, that even though they're going to be both genres, that people read the whole series, that even though you might prefer interracial, that you read the African American, and if you prefer African American, that you read interracial.
Yep.
So that that is our hope, which is one reason why we wanted to do that, so we can help bridge that gap. Because
Hmm.
as you know, I am African American, traditionally, writer. Cassie is interracial, and we both have done both. We both have dabbled in both and realized by doing it, ourselves personally, we recognize that there really is a divide. Even if we didn't know it for real, just based on what people say about our books, let us know that people really do choose sides and kind of stick to that side. And we think it's a shame because if the writer is good, the writer is good.
And you're missing out
And
on some excellent stories.
yes, it's excellent stories. And again, it's about loving black women. Doesn't matter what the man look like, it's all about
Hmm.
loving us.
Yeah.
So this is this is why we want to do this series. And we're glad that the authors we asked to participate want to be a part of it. I think it's gonna be fun. We're gonna make it fun, and it's gonna drop right before Christmas. So during the holidays while we drinking, having fun, enjoying each other, we're gonna be dropping our stories one by one.
Yep. Yep. And we are going to get on here in November so you guys can meet them. So y'all make sure y'all don't miss that show. It is November 19th, and graphics will come. And
Yes.
we just ask that y'all help us share and spread the news and the love and check out that show.
Yes, man, Cass is gonna break down some more. We're gonna get y'all united. We're gonna get us. We're going to get us united
Because
because
we are one.
yes,
We are
yes,
one
yes, yes,
people in love.
yes, and is it, and that's all. Which brings me up to this is a topic I wanted to talk about a little bit, if you don't mind. And it really deals on, and we may have talked about it before, but it goes with this whole notion of, um, we already just talked about like people are picky about what romance they choose,
Hmm.
but what is something in a book you just cannot stand? Like when I wrote Riff and Refrains, I had to be very careful with the cheating because in the story, Amara is engaged and she's not engaged to the guy she meets and has this instant attraction to. And I had to be very careful with it because the publisher was like, okay, we have to be careful with cheating because people will not read a book
Mhm.
if there's cheating in it. They will not,
Mhm.
right? And and even when some of the reviews I received from the audio is so amazing and funny to me because people will say that they were like she told the line but she did it in a way that I could receive it. People actually acknowledge that they were hesitant to read it, but they glad they did because I did such a good job of there was attraction there all along, but trying to toe that line. And of course I have books I straight up people cheat, like there's no there's no me trying to balance the line.
Right.
Is there something? Secret baby is another one. People get insulted by secret babies.
Jennifer says she reads it all. She is not picky when it comes to that.
Yes.
I think for me, there isn't too much that I won't read in terms of if it's in romance. Now, there are certain genres I won't read. Like I'm not into sci-fi. I'm not into PNR. Though I have ghost written as a paranormal romance, but but there's not a lot that I can say I won't read. Um, I'm trying to think. Donna, what did you mean by one love?
I think she's talking about our anthology that we're trying to do.
Oh,
That's maybe
okay.
yes. I could be
Veronica
wrong, but she
said
can answer it. But that's what I'm
Veronica
thinking.
said she likes Secret Baby. But
I
in
like secret
terms,
babies too.
yeah, in terms, so I had not done a Secret Baby before until my Patreon series came out. Disclosure, the first book in there, that was the first time I did the Secret Baby. But I can't think. I think what I probably wouldn't read is like maybe if I have not read Reverse Harem, but I won't say that I won't do Reverse Harem.
I'm like you. I
And
don't think I would. I don't think I would unless it's not a love story. Like I'm simply doing like a fun book, but
mhm.
it couldn't be like a love story.
So Veronica says she won't do Reverse
She won't
Harem,
first
but
harem. That's why I said I'm with you on that. I don't think I would write it, or if I read it, it would be like it's just for erotica's sake. It wouldn't be for like I'm thinking I'm gonna get the romance I'm looking for.
so there's another project that Ty and I will be working on coming next year with some other phenomenal, amazing authors. Um, and I'm not at liberty to
Oh,
discuss
I forgot
that.
about that one.
Yeah, but that's coming out.
That's one of the four you working on. Is that one right?
No,
Done. I'm
no.
done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't.
So, but that's coming
Can't
out
keep up.
next year. But with that being said, that will be Reverse Harem. It will be my exploration
That's
novel.
right. You are doing that. You
Yeah,
are.
and I'm
You
gonna
are.
have a lot of fun with that. I am
Yes.
going to have so much fun. So, but yeah, I can't really say that there's anything that I won't. My personal preference, not a judgment on anybody. I'm not into gay romance. Yeah, and that's just simply because I'm a man. Now, don't get me. I'm not a man. I mean, because oh God,
I know
my
your
husband
husband
made
like
a
thank
show
God.
like babies. Let's talk.
Your husband like thank God.
I'm a man and woman type of woman, and that's the relationship that I'm in. Now, if I read something where there happens to be a love triangle, not even a love triangle, a threesome going on, you know, I'm okay with that. Or if it's, a threesome with two men and one woman, or two women and one man, because I've written that, not that I get too deep into it, but as far as them in the relationship and it's just them, I won't read it.
I
I'm
love
not reading
Elin. I love Elin Harris. So I
it.
mean, I'm be honest. I haven't read any gay romances. Elin Harris. But again, I don't read as much as I used to anyway. I don't. I might
Mhm.
still, if I was more of a reader than a writer now, I might because I actually enjoy Elin Harris
Yeah.
books about gay love, and I love P Valley, which is
I have not seen that in forever.
main
When it
character.
first came out, my daughter was looking at it, and I watched it
Yeah,
a few shows. And what was his name? Uncle. Was it Cliff or I
Uncle
don't
Cliff.
remember.
Yep, Uncle Cliff.
He was funny to me. He
Yes, and
was
he's in love
hilarious.
with a bad
Yeah.
boy, and I love their relationship. It's like I'm like, oh my god, they're so cute. Excuse me, but I understand what you're saying. Though at the same
Yeah.
time, I do feel you. It is. And that's what I try to remember. Like as we're trying to join this, that's why we're saying it's about loving Black women. Don't get me wrong. I do respect what people like, and if they don't like this, they don't like it, and that's everyone's right. But if we can find a way to not be so divided, then yeah. Oh, Donna Costello. But when you hit 3 and 4 men not really feeling it, and I guess that's how I feel about if it's a love story. Now, if it's like, hey, this is me having fun, we just getting down,
Right.
but not like one of them gonna be your love,
Right.
unless it's
Right.
over a period of time, but not if it's saying that's just yeah. That's I guess that's the old fashioned part of me that comes out.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I get what you're saying, Donna. Like in the because I'd like reading about it. Don't get me wrong, because I already said, well, me and 2 men is what I would love, but
She keep putting that out there, y'all. So when her
nah,
fantasy
but
comes
the thing
true,
is, I have thought about it, and it was so funny because I had a conversation with a guy about it, and we were both talking about it. He was like, "Now, how would I actually approach a man about this?" Though he was just funny. How he was like, "How would I even approach a man about this? How would that go about without
but
me
I
engaged?"
think if something like that were to happen in my mind, I don't know, but I'm thinking you would approach both men and present the idea.
I look. That's when my shyness come back out. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. It would have to be a joint effort, or we both doing it to asking someone to join.
I don't know.
That's probably why that fantasy won't come true. Because if I got to go ask for it, it's not gonna happen. That's when
Yeah, that one
I,
is not in my wheelhouse and
that's
not my
that's
desire.
yeah.
Tony, Tony, what's fun?
I think you're talking about the reverse harem. Maybe not.
Okay, okay. Yeah, again, I hear spilling y'all secrets in the street.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, just that was just a thought. That was just a thought I had. Um,
What is the greatest non-romantic love affair that you ladies have had in your life? I'm asking this of you, Ty, and the audience. The greatest non-romantic love affair.
what that mean? Like best friend?
So, no, love affair with something, someone, anything. So, for me, I would say it's my writing. I have my
Oh,
greatest,
okay.
yeah. No, I'm not diving into sex yet. But
Look, I thought that's where
me,
she was going, y'all. I think we
yeah.
all thought that. It ain't just me. I thought that too. So I was like, okay.
So, my greatest love affair, I would have to say, has been with my writing and the way I have been able to explore it, different genres through different pen names as well as through ghostwriting. I've been able to explore a lot of things that maybe I wouldn't have. I've been challenged in a lot of ways that I never saw. Um,
Man.
like for instance, I never thought that I would do an age gap romance because I wasn't really into that. And that was something that Jennifer challenged me on. Jennifer says her greatest love affair is with books. Donna's back on P Valley.
It's a good show. It's a good show.
Oh my God. But for me, I think it was that, and then you challenging me to do a Kindle Vella. So just different things. She says no to say mafia books. I think she meant not to say mafia books. I think because I know she loves mafia books.
That's what I was wondering. I
But
couldn't say. I was
yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah. But I think for me it was mine is the love of reading smut. Okay, go Ronnie. Um, so
I
yeah,
still
I
love
think
reading smut.
yeah, and so for me it's just being able to be diverse with it and explore different areas and options that people wouldn't even expect of me, or that they might not even have known that I did this thing, and I didn't do it under Cassie, I didn't do it under Shell, but I did it as something else, and it was totally different than anything that you would ever associate with me. So um, writing is my passion, and that has been my greatest love affair, is that it has allowed me to explore different parts of my mind, different parts of my heart, and different parts of my creativity, and just put it all out there in some form or other.
I would have to agree with you on that. For me too, it's definitely writing. It's like every time I say I'm gonna go to bed at like a 9 or 10, an idea come to me, and I'll start writing,
Yeah.
and I don't sleep the same. And I know it's not healthy, but it's like I swear to you, I swear, I'm like tonight I'm closing my eyes, and next time I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm writing.
Hmm.
Then I get up real early. So I feel you on that. Like it is a love affair. It's an
Hmm.
addiction in some ways.
Hmm.
It's a help. I guess it's kind of healthy. I mean,
Sometimes it could be unhealthy for me because I struggle sometimes with towing that line, and that it's like, okay, my family needs me. They need this thing from me. And yet, this is what I want to do right now. This is super important to me. And I'm sorry, we're both hitting that button at the same time.
that's what's happening. 'Cause
uh,
I'm like, man, we keep disappearing.
re-
Okay.
reading allows me to escape my everyday life of who I want to be.
Yeah.
But sometimes I have to say, okay, stop getting an attitude because you're frustrated because you can't write right now. And sometimes that frustration shows in my interaction with them, and I have to check myself. And if I don't check me, my husband will definitely check me. So sometimes it can be, bordering on the bit of unhealthy because I'll have to take a step back and say, you know what? I have been immersed in this thing for almost a week now, and I ain't came up to breathe and say hey or I love you to nobody. Veronica says her love affair with mafia romance.
I would have to agree with that. I think actually right now it's helping me because my daughter just went away to college. I
Hmm.
think because I love to write, that is helping me cope.
Hmm.
Because people keep telling me like, what are you gonna do with your time? She's my only one, which meant I spent, because she's involved in a lot of activities and doing things. But because I also write, like I'm not, it's not like I finish my job and I'm done. It's like I finish my job and I write. If I
Hmm.
didn't have writing, I probably would, no, not probably, I would be a hot mess. I would be, because people say you're gonna experience the empty nest. I don't know if I will, because I have so many ideas and thoughts in writing that's that's in that space that I think
Yeah,
people have the empty when they like, I don't know what to do with my time. I'm like, I don't know what boredom means.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know what that means. So with
yeah.
me not knowing that, so for me, I'm grateful for writing right now because literally me and my daughter real close, like just inseparable. And she is in Baltimore, like far away from me.
Hmm.
And 18 years of her being with me. And it's just me and her. I mean, her dad was involved, luckily. I'm not saying that, but raising her primarily was me. And she's not here. She's in college.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I know for me, uh, right now it is a good coping mechanism. Let me just say that.
And y'all,
Um,
I have been checking on my girl with this because I've really been concerned about how she was gonna deal with it. But she's holding up
I'm
strong.
surprised. Look, I'm surprised myself because you could tell
She's
me like
holding
I
up
started to have
strong.
the ugly cry, and my daughter was like, "Mom, we said we were going," and I was like, "You right, you right, you right. No ugly cry." And she said, "You're gonna make me ugly cry. I don't want ugly cry," and I didn't want her to ugly cry. So
And I think when we talk about writing, like some people look forward to like, oh, I can't wait to travel here, and me and my girls going out this weekend, and da 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 da. And I'm like, um, yeah, can we do something another time? Because I want to go write. That's me.
I was at New Edition going in Vegas in New Edition with my girls, like 5 of us. I got my computer out. They like, here she go. Why is the computer out? We talk, I'm like, y'all got your phones out. I got my computer out. We all together. Y'all on social media. I'm typing. I said, now y'all put y'all social media away. I'll put my laptop away. And they couldn't put their
Right.
social media away. So I was like, oh, there we go. Because I
Now
can
I
write
want to
sometimes going around
say,
people. So it's interesting.
I'm surprised that Donna didn't say that her passion, her love affair is with traveling. Right now, she says, I'm in the car driving back to New York from Atlantic City. She travels a lot. Every time I look up, I'm seeing pictures of her with some beautiful background of where she's at.
I love it.
Um, and I think in some other life, that would be my second love affair. But she travels a lot. Every time I turn
Absolutely.
around, she's going somewhere else. So I'm surprised she didn't. That wasn't her answer to that. I want to throw out a few questions, just a few. to our audience. And I would love to see your answers. If you had a one night stand with a celebrity, who would it be?
Ew, I
And
love that. I want to see what people have to say about a celebrity.
I want to see your answer too. While you dancing and celebrating.
Oh, I have so many, y'all. It's too many. I'm one of those people who have crushes on celebrities all the time.
So give us one.
I want to see what everybody else say first, then I'll say
Okay.
mine.
Uh,
Roman Reigns.
oh
Who's that?
yeah, he's
He sounds
nice.
familiar. Who is he?
I'm gonna show you. Give me just a minute. That's what I was putting up.
It's like I know him though. It's like it's just not. What does
Yeah,
he do?
you'll know him in just a second. I'm gonna put him up on the screen.
But what does he do?
He's a wrestler.
Okay, yeah, I do. Okay, I do know him. Okay, you
Um,
still put him up, but
he
I was
might
just in my head
he
like,
might do something else too, but that's what I know. Um, so hold on, let me go over here and upload it. Cozy, 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 cozy sips, cozy sips, cozy sips.
nobody else have celebrities they crush on. She don't want to answer, and they might not.
That's him.
Yes, yes. Give me a little Jason Momoa flavor, but yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I do know him. Yes, he's kind of too big for me. I don't like big men. I mean, he's nice looking. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Because like Jason Momoa to me is very handsome. He's
yeah,
so
he
big.
definitely is. And this guy is a good looking guy too. Um, I I think he is definitely good looking, but there again, I'm kind of with you in terms of okay, so Jennifer said my guy. That's who I was getting ready to put up a picture of him. Ed Quinn from Tyler Perry's The Oval. Do you know who that is?
Nah,
Ed Quinn.
I
Let
don't
me
watch the
find
oval at
him.
all. And Leroyce Hawkins. All these names sound familiar.
Oh
I'm just
yeah, I'm
like,
gonna put him up. That's my other guy.
which one?
Leroyce is my guy.
Who's he
Uh,
on?
he is on Chicago
Oh
PD.
yeah, no, that's yeah. You know how many women have said that to me, so I should have known who he was. I've had yeah, no, I
Me
like.
and Ruby all the time.
Oh God, yes, Ruby can. Yes, Ruby loves him.
Yeah, me and her both. We just
She does. I like him though. I do. I
yeah.
give you all that. I do.
Okay, and then here is
Ed Quinn.
yep. Let's bring him up. Um, come on, and that's Ed Quinn.
Oh, the president. He plays the president
Oh yeah,
of the Oval Office.
yeah.
Yes. I can
He
go down.
is so psychotic to me. He's handsome, but he looks so psychotic all the time. Every time I see him, I'm like, he scares the hell out of me. Don't want to be caught in a room alone with him. And when he scares Cassie, you know that's a problem.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Oh
shoot,
gosh.
my list. I got a long list. I can go from. Past to present. I can go with. No, I still love Michael B. Jordan. I'm just gonna love him to the day he die. I'd love. I still love Brad Pitt. I still love. Who like.
I still love Ice Cube. I've always loved Ice Cube.
I like his style. Something about him. He's so cool to me. Like something was like that's
And
like a down ass dude kind of round the way kind of guy for sure.
yeah, absolutely.
Um, I like uh
Um,
why people I
Morris
think they had a
Chestnut is my other guy.
Mars Chestnut for
Yep.
sure.
Oh,
Also,
he has such a
he
beautiful
said, and
smile.
he made it clear he has never cheated on his wife. And I remember saying that to my students, and they were like, he could. He had. To, I said he would not have made that announcement. Let me tell you why he
Yeah, because
wouldn't.
you ain't got to. You ain't got nothing to say that you don't have to
He ain't
prove
got to. And
anything.
then plus people will call him out. Whoever he cheated will be like, "Oh, you sure about that?" You know how people are. If he said, they'd be like, "What about Lenny Kravitz? Love Lenny Kravitz."
Yeah.
I did my Forever Begins. It was based on Lenny Kravitz, just how I described him. And Keanu Reeves, I also love
Yep.
Keanu
Yep.
Reeves. Um,
Donna says Lenny gives her Prince vibes.
he does.
Definitely.
He does.
Definitely.
Um, I even like young ones. I love Chris Brown. I love
Mhm.
uh shoot. I'm trying to think. Like even something like these new movies that's coming out with some of these younger white boys I like. So I can just go on. But anyway, let me let me stay focused on the present. Method Man.
Method Man.
Method Man and David.
That's who you love.
I
That's who you
love
love.
no, I love David Banner more than I like Method Man. I love David Banner, okay?
Now I didn't know that. I knew you loved Method Man, but I did not know you loved
No,
David
I
Banner.
do. I like the way Method Man has come up, but he's not my favorite. Of
Mm-hmm.
that generation, probably David Banner. Because he has that, oh my yes, with the beard, he has he has uh he has matured well. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
say that video with him and India Reed was like the most romantic, beautiful
I
video.
know. I did
Just
like
black
that.
love. That video was just black love, like for real.
Next question is next and final question. What you're getting a sexy piercing? Where are you getting that piercing? I want to know that from you and from the audience.
Um, it's a good question. Given I hate pain, it's like when I thought I could tolerate the pain, it was always gonna be in my belly button. It was always gonna be it, but I was like, okay, it definitely wasn't gonna be the nipple. That's just that wasn't gonna happen, or the clit, because that's just. Um, but I still think it's sexy to have earrings all up in your ear. I think that's sexy, but
Okay.
definitely it was gonna be my belly button if I was to get a piercing. Which with the way that my belly kind of stick out, nobody would see it except the intimate moments, but the world would
Right.
see it.
So, did anybody else?
Jennifer said nowhere. I'm scared of needles, and that's kind of how I want. It's still a dream of mine to have all these piercings if I can get over the fear. Veronica said belly button. Yeah, when I see a woman with them, I was like, oh, that's so sexy.
I think that's very sexy. Anybody else?
What about you? Where would you get it?
So for me, it would be either nipple or the Christina.
That's the Christina.
Yep.
I told you we come up with terms I've never heard of. Like what? What?
So yeah,
Who
um,
wonder why I call that the Christina?
the Christina, the nipples, and I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having CBRs and the Christina, but I would also, if I still had the belly I had back then, I would definitely love a belly piercing. So far outside of my earrings, all I've got is my nasal piercing. That's it.
I wanted that too. But then again, the fear of needles came back and haunted me. I cut up getting a second hole when I was in my 20s. I cut up so bad, man was like, no, you can't do no more piercing.
Needles don't bother me like that. That's why I'm surprised that I don't have any tattoos because they just, I don't know. But my husband always tells me I have a high tolerance for pain.
So why wouldn't you want a tattoo? I'm surprised too. I got a tattoo and
Honestly, honestly,
yeah.
that was a Bible based decision
Okay. Okay.
because I couldn't get that scripture out my head. It just kept bugging me, even though it says the same thing about piercings, but it was like that one stuck with me. Um,
Yeah, my dad had a
way
fit
back
when he
in the
found out.
day,
He knew I was
I wanted,
he had a fit when he had a tattoo.
he did
Hmm?
what?
My dad had a fit knowing I had a tattoo. Even though I was grown when I got it, he still was
Hmm.
like, because of the Bible. Yeah.
Yeah, I
He don't
wanted
want
to.
ears piercing either. He hated that my mom got her ears pierced. He didn't believe in none of that.
Oh,
So he was upset
that's
with the ears
interesting.
piercing. Yeah, because he was going by exactly that. Like, you're not supposed to do any of that. So
Donna says she likes Zac Efron.
that's what I wanted to say. Yes. Zach Efron. Yes. Add him to the
She says Brad Pitt is definitely on the list.
yeah.
Um, Jennifer says nowhere. She's scared of
Scared of me.
needles.
She's talking about, yeah.
Veronica says belly button. Tony says nose or nipples. Donna says nipples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, I wanted I wanted a butterfly because I love butterflies. I wanted one on my ankle, and then I thought about getting my husband's initials inside of my finger, but he's not a fan of tattoos, so that's the only reason I did. He's also not a fan of the piercings, but the only reason I ended up getting the nasal piercing, I mean, yeah, because he was really adamant against it for a while. And one time, I have this habit of cutting my hair all off, just shaving it all off, bald like a man. Just, I mean, well, not bald, but like I might have an inch of
Kind of
hair.
real short, yeah.
Yeah, I do. And I start all over. And he always tells me, he's like, I don't care what hairstyle you have a face and a head that can rock it, and it looks good on you. So, this particular time, though, that I got my hair cut off, I didn't feel the same. I felt like I looked like a little boy. And everybody was like, you don't look like a little boy. But I was so in my feelings about that haircut. And I guess because I also didn't have my hair dyed at that time, so it was just plain black, and I just felt plain about it. He was like, and um, it was Black Friday, and it'll be 3 years this year. He was like, well, why don't you just go get your nasal piercing if that'll make you feel better? I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. He had to tell me twice. I ran up out that door so fast. Could tell me nothing, not a thing. So yeah. Now, that's the end of my sexy questions, and I have one final thing before I am done. I kind of wanted to go a different route tonight than what I usually go. Just, I'm on my chill tonight. So,
Oops.
I am going to read a little excerpt to you all. So, 90 Days to Love will come out. That will be my first traditionally published book. And it comes out on March 25th, 2025. It is currently up for pre order. You can go to Amazon and order it now. But I am going to give a brief little excerpt. Um,
Tony said, "Ooh,
thank you, thank you, thank you. And
I love the cover."
thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So Anissa she is a travel blogger. She travels all around. She is always having fun wherever she travels. In other words, her fun is her having romantic excursions in all these different places all over the world. And she has yet to find love. She hasn't really been looking for love, but some things start happening that makes her question um, the route she's taken in life. And she's starting to think that maybe she needs to settle down a little bit. So she is on a tour. She just finished touring the Rocky Mountains, and she's getting ready to end her trip. And this is at the beginning of the book. And so this is what happens. Today I rounded out my trip by hiking in the Rocky Mountains, and I thought it was I thought I was fit until I hiked that mountain. That venture alone kicked my ass. Every muscle in my body is sore. You'll be good soon. We'll get you to the seventh floor, get you tucked away, and I'll read you a nighttime story. A nighttime story, I laugh as the elevator doors open on the fifth floor. Yep. Make sure you have good dreams tonight, he says as his voice lowers slightly and his eyes flash with unbridled need. I'm already having one, I reply. It's been this way all week with Connor and me. The back and forth, easy banter. Uh oh. Just a moment, y'all. The back and forth, easy banter of flirting. Surprisingly, I haven't scratched my itch yet. Flings while traveling aren't new to me. It's what I do, it's who I am. Though I enjoy them every now and then, I yearn for the comfort and security of a stable relationship. Stairwells this way, he says, heading to the right. Our tour group hung around for s'mores and beer over a campfire, but I was ready to return to the hotel. I'm the only one leaving tomorrow to prepare for my next destination. God, I groan when we step into the stairwell and I look up at my floor. Come on, he goes. You can navigate this easily. Or you could carry me, I challenge. He winks and kneels with his back to me. Hop on, ma'am. Your chariot awaits. He ain't said nothing but a word. I quickly climb on his back, but he moves me up to his shoulders with a few quick shifts. My legs wrap around him, and he clutches my calves. As he takes the first few steps, his fingers gently massage the swollen, tired muscles, relieving my aches and pains, but stirring up something far more potent. There's a throbbing growing deep between my legs, and the swell of ecstasy that's taken over won't be contained. By the time we reach the fifth step of the first flight, I find myself shifting uncomfortably, trying to control the throbbing. Yet, as I shift and my core rubs against his neck, the cloth of my cotton shorts rubbing against me, I find I'm even more turned on. I'm so close to an orgasm that it's a damn shame. The man hasn't said boo, and I'm ready to drop my panties and bend over here in the stairwell. Anissa, Connor says, hmm? I barely moan. Are you okay? Mm-mm, I mutter. He stops on the landing and slides me down from his shoulders and off his back. What's up? He asks. My eyelids are heavy, like I've just smoked, and my breathing is erratic. A knowing smile crosses Connor's face, and he steps closer to me, backing me up against the wall. Tilting my chin, he dips his head and kisses me. The sweet cherry and the spicy aroma of the cigar he'd been chewing earlier comes to me, tempting me to want more. His slow kiss and the way he weaves his tongue into my mouth to seduce me makes me feel light and at ease. Connor's hand smooths down my shoulders, resting on my hips, but I grab one and shove it underneath my t-shirt. He pinches my nipple through my bra before shoving it aside as I jerk my t-shirt over my breast. Fuck, I cry when his lips take my butted nipple between them and his tongue works it over. My fingers tangle in his hair, pulling him closer, holding him in place, all the while my hips jerk forward, pressing against him, begging for the hardness that I feel pushing through his cargo shorts. Our heavy breathing echoes through the stairwell, and I hope no one else needs to take the stairs to the seventh floor. It's the last goddamn floor in this hotel, but hopefully everyone who needs to get there is either safe and secure in their rooms or settled somewhere else for the evening, at least temporarily. Connor lifts his head, kissing me once again as his fingers torture my nipples, tugging, pinching, and massaging them. Boldly, I grab one of his hands and shove it into my cotton shorts. Connor moves his hands around in my shorts before satisfying himself by slicking his hand across my wetness. No panties, he breathes against my lips heavily. None. Shit. I reach for his zipper, knowing that if it's about to happen here, we need not waste any time. His hands move away from my pussy and nipple to unzip the fanny pack at my waist. Reach inside, I mumble. Huh? Protection inside, I say just as he's preparing to throw the fanny pack to the floor. Within a minute, Connor is wrapped up and pushing inside me. Disappointment floods me at his size, but he makes up for it with his movements. My back is flattened against the wall, and my legs are hiked up and pressed between us as he shoves inside me. In this position, I'm wide open for his taking, and he takes and takes and takes, leaving me breathless. His dick stirring up my juices as he pumps echoes louder than our moans in the stairwell. No way in hell anyone could enter the stairwell and not know what was happening. I don't care if they're down on the first landing, they'll hear Connor and me fucking. I shift my legs slightly downward to wrap around his waist, and he bounces me up and down on his dick while sucking my breast. Connor, I cry out, loving how it feels, so wild, so free and primal. I've had sex in some crazy places before, but never in the hotel stairwell. And just to think, that wasn't even on my 30 before 30 list. I'll explain that later. Connor's panting harder than before, and I know he's on the verge of an orgasm, but that's okay, because I'm about to come myself. Wrapping my legs tighter around him, I kiss his lips, sucking at his bottom and then the top before I open my mouth to let his tongue inside. I hear a door banging close somewhere a few floors down. I don't care. I keep going, hoping they don't see us. But if they do, I hope they're inspired too. I hear their footsteps growing closer, but their voices are softer. No kids are at this hotel, so I'm not worried about scarring some poor kid for life. Miss, Connor groans throatily. Oh, fuck. I whimper a few ahs and ums of my own, and the footsteps I heard before slow up before I hear some snickering. Clenching tightly around Connor, I gyrate hard, working him over slowly as his thrusts grow harder, slower, more intentional, and controlled. He releases my mouth, takes one of my breasts in his mouth, and bites it. Oh, shit, I cry out just as I release all around him. He's not finished yet. Connor's pumps increase in intensity and speed as he rocks upward, giving me everything he's got to give. And he finally releases as a whimper escapes his throat. He buries his face in my neck, biting down and stifling his groan. That was good, he gushes between deep breaths. Mm-hmm, is all I mutter between my labored breaths. Clapping fills the stairwell with a couple of hoots and cheers. And that is it. So,
Can you do that to books?
so
I think
she
everybody's
is.
still. I think everybody's still mesmerized right now. No one is making a comment. It's just silent in the room. I think people processing what we just heard.
She is. She considers herself an international lover, and she considers herself well versed until she meets her match, and she is not ready for the world he's going to introduce her to. So it is a darker romance. It is deeply, heavily BDSM. She's going to visit an island that she has never even heard of, and she swaps identities with a lady who looks suspiciously a lot like her. And so they'll swap identities, and she'll go to this island to find out what is all the mystery around the island and the man who owns the island. It's called Bell Bay, and it is on, well, the resort is called Bell Bay, but it's on Mauritius, in the island of Mauritius. Um, and so when she goes there, she'll meet a man who changes everything she thought she knew about sex. And he will dominate her completely and wholly. And it's called 90 Days to Love. So at the beginning of each chapter, there is a checklist. Her 90 before, her 30 before 30 checklist. There are 30 things
Mhm.
that she wants to attack before she hits 30. So that's what she referenced when she said my 30 before 30 list. So
Okay.
super excited about that. And it is for pre order on Amazon. So you guys check it out. It does not come out until next year, but I
That'll be
definitely,
right around the corner before you
yep,
know it. You'll be like,
yep,
I can't believe you're just
yep.
talking about it. It's now March.
And
On your
you
birthday,
won't
right?
be disappointed. Yeah. Um,
I mean, birthday's earlier than that, but
yep. Three
yeah,
weeks afterwards.
yeah,
hmm I'm excited about it. I had a lot of fun writing that book. A lot of fun.
yes, as you should be.
Yeah.
Can't wait till it comes out
Yep. Yep.
so you can
Yep.
see it in all the spaces and places.
So thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you. Anything you got before we wrap up for the night? All right. Thank y'all for joining us for another cozy sip of romance. I done had me a little too much liquor, so I'm on that other side of just feeling real good right now. I'm on like super chill. I'm gonna see what that do to my writing.
I'm
I
sure.
think
I'm sure it'll be just fine. I'm sure. Just,
I think I'm gonna go write me a good sex scene right about
That's what I'm
now.
about to say. Exactly what I was gonna say. It was like, yeah, I think it'll make it sexier, even though I don't know how you can make it even sexier. But that's
Yeah,
that's
I might go create one since my husband decided he wanted to pop in early and do a whole that whole little strip tease he was doing. I might go create me a sex scene. We'll see. But in the meantime and in between time, we will see you all again in 2 weeks.
yes.
Y'all make sure you hit the subscribe button if you have not already subscribed. Make sure that you share us with someone else who does not know about us. Make sure you like and follow us. Make sure you comment in the show's comment section. Tell us what you liked about the show. Tell us what you loved about the show. Don't tell us what you didn't like because you know we don't want to hear that shit. But we love you, and until 2 weeks, we're out.
Bye, y'all.